Welcome to the Velvet Room, a space for an open conversation about Black love, marriage, religion, and generational wealth. Sit back and relax and be prepared for a real discussion and open conversation. Like and subscribe.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
What's going on?
What's up?
What's up, fellas?
What's going
What's
on,
good
fellas?
with you?
What's going on?
What's happening? All is well.
Another day, another week.
Yeah,
Good to
jump
see
into
the
the
fellas
beat.
back in the
Jump
mid.
into the beat.
Uh-oh, here we go. Jimmy, I can tell he ready. He ready today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What y'all drinking? What y'all drinking, man? What y'all drinking? Hey, I'm down here. I'm down here at my mom's house. She made me some Kool-Aid, some lemonade Kool-Aid. Yeah.
With alcohol, right?
Buddy.
Alcohol in there, right?
No, rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
So rubbing alcohol. I just got my water today.
Okay.
I got a mixed drink. Brown apple.
Just in case some ladies call me, I won't have my head together.
The Washington apple.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey,
All right, Hollywood. I see you jamming.
you know it. That's it. This is
Look
Man
like that
Cave.
guy.
This is Man
You know
Cave
it.
Sunday. The
I'm
man,
gonna
the
be
man
like the guy in the
keeping
club
it
when
in.
he just moving his head.
Yeah.
Cause he knew he can't dance.
Listen, if I didn't have bad knees, I'd be the guy in the club in the middle of the floor getting in.
That was me back in the day.
Oh,
Definitely.
man,
I stayed on the
I went
floor
to-
all night. All
Hey, so
night.
what y'all do this weekend though?
Oh man, I went to help my cousin Wanda celebrate her 50th birthday, and man, let me tell you, man, we had a blast. Let me tell you, it felt good to get the exercise on. Matter of fact,
That's what's up.
Anthony, they played New Edition, and they dared me to go all out. There's
Okay,
a video out
alright.
there.
Oh,
You got to
shit.
see it. It's on Myron page. Go out there on Myron. You will see it, man.
Okay.
I'm like, I couldn't hold back, so I had a
Couldn't
good
hold
time
back.
celebrating
We should have got that
my
video
cousin's
early.
birthday.
I know.
Had that video queued up and ready.
Hey, Sheena from the chat, how you doing?
Good, Sheena.
Hey, ladies.
What's up, Shanique?
What's going on, Miss
Shanique?
Lady?
Shanique.
Oh, look at
Good
Shanique.
evening.
Carol.
What's up, lady? What's happening?
Hey, Miss
Hey,
Carol.
ladies, we need you
Wagwan.
guys to call your girlfriends, have them come on tonight.
Come
So we
right.
can have
on.
this big discussion.
Tell a girl to
Yeah.
tell a girl. It's
All right,
on.
Jimmy Jones.
This is
It's
Man
in the building.
Cave Sunday.
You know what?
Hey,
And you know,
Oh,
it
I
must be
see that.
something
I
about
see
this.
it.
I forgot about that. That was my birthday, Friday.
happy birthday.
Right?
Yeah, happy
So-
Hey,
birthday.
yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Look
at,
what's
dinner,
that?
have a good time,
Capricorn?
relax.
Two salutes.
What's that? Pisces?
Yeah, buddy.
Capricorn?
Aquarius.
Oh, you all right? You still the cousin? That's what I'm
I
talking
I thought I was Pisces all these years, and then I found
about.
out.
Well, what is it? 18th? Was it the 18th?
18th.
Yeah, you're right there. The last
right
day. I
there.
think.
So, yeah, somebody told me Pisces when I was about 12, and I stuck with it. So
You know, still an Aquarian. Cheers to the Aquarians.
And by the way, everybody that's watching, get you a glass of wine, sit back. We're gonna talk. We're gonna have some fun. Share to your page. Please share to your page.
and ladies,
Oh.
get ready to have the number because we want you ladies to call in tonight.
Oh, I just
So
get
we're going to show you the number in a little bit. So we want your opinion, we want your thoughts to have this open conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
buddy.
Sheena, you like my background, Sheena?
Oh, guess what I did this weekend?
What'd you get into?
What's that?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh
And that was a
man,
good feeling too, wasn't
What?
it? That
y'all
was a
know
good
me.
feeling,
I
wasn't
stay
it?
working.
What?
I think once you get to be a young man, or once you get up there a little bit, you realize every weekend is not about partying, going out and hanging out. Sometimes you just got to relax and enjoy the moment.
Oh, you saw Shanique? Okay.
I don't do that. I don't even party no more. I don't like that stuff.
Tell me about it.
Shanique.
Oh, we're gonna have to find that video. I might have to find it.
Shanique
Pull it up on screen.
Nick from the chat said that she saw Eric video, y'all. He was dancing.
Yeah.
Eric was
Hey,
getting
wait.
it in.
Hey, did I still it? Do I still have it, Shanique? Do I
On the
still have it?
tablet.
Just let me know. Do I still have it?
Let me see.
All right,
You gotta
everybody,
be
please
curious,
tune
man,
in.
brother.
Share to your page.
Tune
Man
in.
Cave Sunday.
Come on in the
can
room.
get it in.
Oh, okay.
Just the
okay.
guys today.
She said,
Oh,
Right.
Eric still got some moves. Shanique from the chat said he still got some moves.
Still got some moves
Okay.
in the house. All right.
Hey.
Hey,
All right,
Eric.
let's get started. What you
right.
say, Houston?
Oh, that we good. We good.
All right, everybody, about to get started. Man Cave Sunday, and the ladies should be back soon. But today's topic, we got a good topic for today. Very good topic. Today's topic is going to be the men think that women expectations are too extreme. This could be interesting.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. To the yeah. Hell to the yeah.
Ooh.
But
See, I need
Come on.
I
Come
need
on,
my
get
keyboard
that
now.
link. Are we doing
Before we get that-
what ticks you off?
yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. What pisses you off? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little off today.
Oh no,
but
we good. We good. We flowing with it. We got the guy.
right now is a segment of the show. What pisses you off? Something that's on your mind.
Something that's on your mind.
Well, I got one.
Okay.
Something that ticks me off, because you know my mama raised me not to say piss. But anyway, something that ticks me off is people think that people who are going through a situation are not supposed to minister to other people who are also going through the same thing. For example, someone who's unmarried, people think, well, how can you get advice from an unmarried person if from an unmarried person to tell you something about being married? I got the answer for you.
What's up?
Is your grandmother still married, who may be single?
Mm.
Do you get advice
go.
from your grandmother? Do you get advice from your granddaddy, who may be by himself? Do you get advice from your mama? Matter of fact, Jesus wasn't married. Do we get advice from Jesus? So just
Come on
because,
now.
just because someone is going through something
The Velvet's coming soon.
doesn't mean that individual doesn't have something to help you in your situation. In
That's
fact,
true.
I was riding with a young man who was a minister, and he was going through a divorce. At the time I was in his car, someone called him and asked him about something about divorce, you know, because they had a situation, and he was able to minister to that young man. So nobody can't tell me you can't minister to someone or talk to someone while you're still going through your own situation.
There
So,
you go. That's a good one. That's a good one.
but you
That's a
have to
good
be
one.
careful who you talk to is the question.
That is true. But that's with anything. You got to be careful who you talk to,
Yeah.
and you got to figure out what bits and pieces to pull out. All right, who's got something? that
Yo, I
pisses you
like what he said. I want to say that. We got to come back to that.
There you go.
I got one.
Yeah.
You know what I can't stand? I'm gonna say can't stand. I can't stand when I'm working hard, right? And you walk around so much that your inner thighs keep rubbing and it gets so painful that, that even when you take a shower, that shit sting and like it hurt. Like I can't stand it. That's what I can't stand. Like you gotta walk around all day long and your inner thighs hurt, they burning.
Well, you
Yeah.
know what?
That's what I'm gonna say right now.
You know what, Jimmy? I guess since I'm bought bow-legged, I guess I won't know how that feels.
Oh shit.
I've never heard that one.
Hey,
Your ankles touch.
hey. Yeah. Hey, Jimmy, put some baby. Have them put some baby oil on. Maybe they won't beep so bad. That way, when
Hey, I'll
they
put that
do
drop in
rub,
the drop. I'm gonna do
they'll
that.
slide. They'll slide off.
We
With
say
an
slide to the left.
SS and S. Skin so soft.
That is so funny. That is funny. That is funny.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So, what pisses you off, everybody? If you got anything, you're welcome to call in. Anything that pisses you off, anything that gets on your nerves, let me pull up the number here. Here we go.
Yeah.
What pisses you off? Something that gets on your nerves.
Yeah, buddy.
But I'm messing up here.
919-213-1138.
919-213-1138.
Call into the Velvet Room. There you go.
That's right. Anything that pisses you off. You know what? Every week I got something until we get to the show. I'll tell them, oh yeah, that pisses me off. That pisses me off. That pisses me off. Get to the show. It was like, I'm blank.
Yeah.
I can't think
You
of
gotta
that.
write it
I got to
down.
write it down. Exactly.
I'm gonna have to start writing it down too. I mean, I saw something today and I was like, but I talked about that. Today it was just them eyelashes again. I went into the mall, the return zone, and I mean, I like some eyelashes that look nice, but this was just too much.
No.
These were too much. I couldn't even tell when her eyes were open. They were that long. I couldn't tell. They were really every bit this long.
It was like
They were
blind.
long. So when she blinked, it kept hitting down. Like, I was like, that's just too much.
Did y'all look up the original reason why they invented those things?
No.
Please look it up. And if you tell a friend, and they will stop doing it. Like, I think they will stop wearing those things, because if they knew what they were for, I think they would stop.
Well, you know,
I don't know,
Maybe
Jimmy. I don't know, Jimmy, because look at the originality of the pants sagging.
I was about to say the same thing.
True indeed.
Because I
True.
really thought
know,
those
but-
pants sagging,
but-
that pissed me off. That's
To be honest with you, I thought they just need to air their ass out. Because you know what I'm saying, your butt stink, and so you
It-
sag your
they
pants. I
It
never.
would say, "Come on in prison. Come on."
well, yeah, I mean, but
I didn't know that's
they
the
take it
reason.
to a whole nother level.
That means
They take
you.
it to a whole nother level. It's been what 15, it's been 15 years.
That means you pick your
Sagging
Pokemon cards.
All right. We're gonna move right
Yeah,
along.
yeah.
Let's see what's going on in the news today. Give me 1 second to get it set up. What's going on in the news?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
And now it's time for the news. Hot topics.
Yo, what's going on, fellas? This is your boy ED. Ladies, gentlemen, hope you all having a great day. I come to bring you the hot topic news of the week. I got 5 hot topics for you. Starting at number 5.
Number 5.
Yo. Hey, I read a news on the news. It was a former Louisiana middle school teacher, female, who was sentenced to 40 years. Guess what? Why she was sentenced to 40 years behind bars?
What's the deal?
For admitting to selling cupcakes. Get this, cupcakes to students laced with sperm on it. Her husband's ex-husband's sperm. Can you believe that? And he was an ex-sheriff lieutenant. So
Functioning.
40 years from giving.
Yeah, she need 40. Yeah, you get 40 years for that.
Cupcakes with sperm on it. Now, who does that? But she accepted the plea bargain because they was trying to, and it included, second-degree rape, producing child pornography, and conspiracy, mingling a harmful substance. And what she did, she agreed to the plea just for her husband, just so they can get her husband, who was an ex-sheriff commander, and he was a former SWAT team commander, and I guess because he was doing pornography and second-degree rape, so she was involved with that. So she got 40 years just so she can, I guess, rat him out, and so they can get at him. 40 years. Now, who does that?
Come on, nutcakes.
I had nothing to say with that one.
Cup nutcakes.
Just go to number 4.
I know.
You said nutcase.
Nutcakes.
You wrong.
Can you imagine what the children are going through that has eaten that.
That's disgusting. That's horrible.
Yeah,
About
yeah, that's.
about made me sick in my stomach.
I'm gonna have to
I know.
go look that one up
Okay,
because I'm gonna
we're gonna
post
have
up
to go to
pictures.
we're gonna have to go to number 4. Number 4.
Number
Number
four.
four.
Number 4.
Hold up, hold
Yo,
up.
y'all-
Miss Ann from the chat. I want to make sure we cool that. She said nasty tails.
And what's good with your Ian?
Look. Now I haven't heard that phrase in a minute. Yo,
Nasty tail.
tails.
Feel
Yeah.
them, nasty tail.
You're exactly right. Hey, yo,
Hey,
number 4.
hey,
Number
research.
4.
Number 4. Here we go.
Number 4. There was a text message. There was a couple that's getting ready to walk down the aisle, get married. So, you know, the night before, you know, the women go out and party, the men go out and party, so forth. Well, this young lady had text the groom-to-be messages that her husband had been sending her. Not only that, but some pictures of them making out. So she waited, you know, she got dressed up, waited at the altar as he walked down. You know, instead of exchanging vows, she read the text messages that the girl sent her. And part of the text message was to the point that, you know, he was telling the girl that, man, my fiance doesn't have what you have. I wish she had what you had, and all that stuff.
Oh, she hating. Yep.
You know.
She hating.
So you know how that probably went, and his family and everybody's face just grew in awe and surprise, and he walked out along with his best man, because his best man probably was in it too. So can you imagine that, somebody being embarrassed as they got to the altar to say their vows, and then everybody heard it? So, but hey,
got him good though.
Whoever sent those text messages,
got him
they
good.
wrong for that.
Yeah, got him good. Yo, number 3.
Number 3.
Yo, there was a survey held, meeting that was held over Zoom, and it was in reference to a fire company, you know, and you know, most of the participants logged out of the meeting. You know, there was a meeting about, you know, some firemen and firewomen and things of that nature. Well, it was over an 8-year-old little girl, black girl that had been killed. So the talk, you know, after they had stopped recording, they left the audio on. And what some of the volunteer fire chief was saying is a lot of black members who are taking over the fire company. You know, they said, oh man, all these black people are taking over the fire company. And at another point, you know, you can hear some other firemen in the back laughing and this and that. And they said that little Fanta, her name was Fanta Ability, the 8-year-old girl, said that, who had got shot and killed. And later in the recording, someone heard someone joking about the girl's name and how it spelled like Fanta soda, you know, just because her name spelled like Fanta soda. So that fire station was shut down as they began to do investigation of racism. Right. You know, especially talking about black people trying to take over the fire company.
It ain't nothing new.
Nature.
They just recorded it that time. That's all.
Oh yeah. And watch, I guarantee they're gonna come out and say, "Oh, I apologize."
What was her name again?
Fanta Ability. Fanta.
Just me moving on. I'm looking at Jimmy. Move on to number 2. Number 2. Just go number 2.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So
go ahead.
It's crazy. Yo, y'all saw the halftime show, right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Mayor J.
Yes,
sir. And you know, Snoop Dogg and all that. So moving on to number 2. Number 2. Yo, did y'all realize Mary J. Blige went on tour for a certain reason?
Oh,
she had to pay, she had to pay her rent.
Yeah.
She had to make money because her ex-husband, you know, was receiving alimony from her. And so in order for it, so he was really consuming all her money, and they wanted $90,000 a month. He wanted $9,000 a month, but they end up settling for $30,000 a month. So she was like, man, I ain't got no spending money on no kind of stuff, so I need to go on tour. So that's why she went on tour and dropped her first hit single, which took her through a lot of pain and stuff of that nature, which was called Good Morning Gorgeous. I guess she was trying to pick herself up again. So.
Back up again, yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
look,
sometimes you got to do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
go
I
ahead.
gotta say this too. I heard someone that I heard about Mary J with that situation and her ex-husband, and they was talking bad about the dude. And I'm thinking like, usually it's the other way around. Women do the same thing too. That's the deal. When you get
That's the
married,
deal.
and it doesn't matter if it weighs towards a woman, you can't say anything. You know, that's,
Right.
Yeah.
that's the deal. That's how it
Yeah.
goes.
That may be part of it. We need to talk about that too. I would love to get women's opinion,
Yeah.
but we'll talk about that.
Hey, you know, they also said Halle Berry went through it, and Toni Braxton is going through it right now herself.
Right.
So hey, that's part of life. Hey, don't
That's
look,
part
don't
of
look
life.
at it like, oh man, that man is getting alimony. Well, what about the opposite when women get alimony?
Right.
So
Right.
Yeah.
like you said,
Time.
yo,
Time to make
saving
that
number
change.
5, hot topic.
Number five.
No, number 5 or number 2?
I thought number one.
Number one,
Yeah,
number one.
Oh, number 1. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was-
Number
you see, I was-
1.
Number
Sorry
1.
about that. Yo, there was this young man, and I saw where a young man who was in a he lived in let me see where he lived at. He lived in the Dominican Republic. When he was 6 years old, he climbed a brick wall, and the brick wall had crumbled and fell on him. He was underneath that for 2 hours. Well, they had to amputate his
Wow.
right shoulder, his right arm. But he
That's crazy.
always wanted to play basketball. He said one of the dreams that he wanted to do was make it to the NBA. Well, this young man, if you go out there and YouTube him, his name is Hansel Emmanuel Dominguez or whatever. He practiced so good with that one arm, slam dunking, cocking it back,
He's
crossing
nice.
people over. And let me tell you, his dream was to, like I said, get into NBA. Where he went to a lot of places. He became the AAU MVP. I mean, of a league, of an AAU league. One arm.
That's
And
all right.
Giving
he's nice.
it up. He just got a scholarship to a college, to I think Michigan College of the NCAA division. And if you get an NCAA division, it will give him some exposure. So hopefully this young man make his dream. Hopefully people give him a chance, not because he had one arm, but because he has the potential and the drive and heart to persevere. And I'm gonna tell you, this boy is nasty. Kyrie Irving was helping him and playing with him. So you know, if he with Kyrie
I'm
Irving,
with Kyrie.
he-
That's my man right
yeah,
there.
he's learning some things. So shout out to the young man with the one arm who see his dream and is going after it, grinding in day and night. So
That's all right.
yo,
That's all right.
that's the hot topics of the week. Yo, back to you, Anthony.
Yeah.
All right. That was good, Eric.
Appreciate it.
All right. So, everybody, welcome to Man Cave Conversation. This is the guys' Sunday. And give me 1 second, I'm going to get it set up. We got a very good topic for today. This is the topic for today. Do men think that women expectations are too extreme? Now, we're going to have a conversation.
Ooh.
We're just going to flow with it. You guys can come in. You can chime in if you want to. We'll try to read your topics and stuff on the screen. And give me 1 second before we get started. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So, do as men, what do you guys think about women expectations?
Sometimes, I must say, it can be way too
Oh.
much.
Stop right there. Let's get this already out of the way. In general, we are saying
Not all women, but generally.
That's why I
generally
said sometimes. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm
No, I
saying.
mean, of course, now I think we all need to understand when we have these topics, we're not talking about every single man, woman, or child. We're saying in general.
We're talking about like 99.9%.
See, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
It's like
Nine,
the half-
nine, nine,
Right,
nine,
so it's not
nine,
everybody, right? It's not everybody, but
Yeah.
nine, nine.
See, Eric, you and I, we were trying to clean this up. See what I'm saying? We were trying to clean this up, and the two above us.
Yep.
Let's look up these two right here. But now let me ask you this question, guys. Like you said, I feel like there are point in times they can be extreme. Anybody have examples that you feel like is just too extreme? We all look. Everybody quiet.
I'm gonna tell you about this. I don't know. Well, it's got to be an example. So I met someone, right? It was a while back, whatever. I met someone, and I try to stay on that focus of, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna like call you all the time and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I did. I get a text saying, "Damn, you're quiet today. You know what I mean? Why haven't you called me?" So, you know, I feel like you need more attention. So I started calling. Now they're like, "Oh, you're calling me too much. I don't think we should talk anymore." Like, what is, like, you ask for more attention, you give it to it. I didn't want it. You know, like, what are you doing? Like,
right.
So, yes. Yeah. So I'm saying that it's ridiculous. It's extreme. It's up and down. It's all around. It's 99 bananas. That's what it is.
I got a good one. I am dating now, and I was once married, but I just noticed the expectation.
Okay.
You know, women say stuff like, let me think how I'm gonna put this. It's certain things they just expect for men to do. It's certain things that women. I missed that one. It's certain things that women just expect men to do, and I just, at the end of the day, I just don't think it's right. I lost my train of thought, so I'm trying to play it off. But y'all play along with me.
I got you. I didn't want to interrupt you because I was going to jump in, but I didn't want to interrupt you.
Okay.
I think the expectation goes with how they feel each day. It's not consistent.
No, you're exactly right, Jimmy.
I agree with Vivian.
Exactly right. It's a mood swing. Most women have mood swing, and they expect for men to be able to automatically jump on the train with them with the mood swing. They can be thinking one way, and if the man don't think the way they're thinking, we get bashed for not moving when they move. You know, so it can be a troublesome relationship because of the mood swing that they have. You know, we about to get in trouble just from using the word mood swing. Well, no, they got mood swing because it start with they got periods, menstrual cycles that they move. They know it's called mood swings. They know
but they don't want you to use that word mood swing. Because if you ask them that question, there's a problem.
This is real talk. Right. And sometimes you got to face things head on in order to deal with a certain situation.
I got you.
When you recognize and you can accept the responsibility that, yes, you know what, I do have that, but why am I like that? Why do I have to be in the 99.9999%?
Now, y'all.
Well, yeah, I was just about to say.
We all said that this was coming.
It's always changing up to the ball. It happens every time. Women always walking this way. Men do it too. It's always that, right?
But I get it. But no, they ain't the same mood swing. But I got it. I'm told I have mood swings.
What would y'all say the men mood swings are? 1.99999.
Okay, so look, we're gonna get into the men's mood swing. Sometimes it's worse than women. I see what you're saying, Nicole. I get it, but let's talk about the women for a hot second.
Because that's what we were talking about.
We're gonna come to the men. So we want to understand.
Okay, I got one. You know, it's always, we've all been told that a man's supposed to pursue a woman. However, when I'm first dating, just because I met you, I'm not necessarily sure I want to pursue you. Right. And I feel like women think that we're supposed to automatically show them everything in the beginning. I need to find out who you are first to see if you're worth me pursuing. So just because I see you, don't mean I should be chasing after you. You have to show me some good quality. You have to show me that you make me better and we can be a team. Once I figure out, like, okay, she's a good person, then I will pursue, not chase. That's two different things. Yeah. I will pursue you. But it's just what the expectations in the beginning, and I hate what gets my nerves. I hate to hear women say, "Well, a man's supposed to do this. A man's supposed to." I hate that. You know, it's always like they always had an expectation of what we supposed to be, and we just can't be ourselves.
Yeah.
How can you dictate to me who I'm supposed to be?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And it may be supposed to be, but it's just not with you.
True. Now, you know what? I've seen that happen before too, because the expectations of one woman, and she'll get upset with you when she find out her expectations you didn't do it for her, but you did it for someone else.
Yeah.
You know, and it was kind of like what Anthony said. I don't know you yet, so I don't know if I want to do all these things. I'm trying to get to know you, but then I may meet somebody else in that same short time frame and want to give this woman the world.
Yeah.
It just failed that way. But dude, like, wait a minute, you ain't opened the door for me. You didn't do so and so. Now, oh, you doing all this? I'm like, it wasn't meant for you.
Let's speak about that. Opening the door, right? Okay, we always been told that a man's supposed to do this, right?
Right.
And so most women would think,
That is
okay,
what-
if you don't
that
do
is-
that, he may not be a man or gentleman.
Mhm.
But says who? You know,
I really don't care what they think. It's embedded in me to open the door for a female.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna open the door, but if I don't,
it still just goes back to
Yeah, right.
expectations.
right,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
right.
Yeah. Don't
Right, I
don't
really-
get
But
mad
see now,
if I
but
don't.
you know what? But you know what?
Appreciate when I do. Don't get mad when I don't, but appreciate when I do.
Right, right. Because you know, there's some men out here that, like you just said, where women expect certain things. Where I expect a man to treat me this way, and I expect a man to do this, that, and the other. Because I think so much of myself, I'm expecting him to treat me this way. But now, what if you meet that same guy, and he's like, "Well, I'm expecting you to cook 3 times a week. I'm expecting the house to be clean when I get home."
It's
And
a
I'm
different
expecting
story
you to
then,
not-
right? It's a different
Wait,
story
wait a
then.
minute. You got me twisted. That's what she's saying. No, I ain't doing all that. But that's my expectation.
Or
All right,
I'm
let's-
expecting. Or I'm
You
expecting
got
some peace.
you got
I'm
the Nicole
expecting some
Richards
peace.
comment.
All
You
right, let's
expecting
read
what?
The Nicole Rich comment.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's go read some chats right quick.
Okay.
What's his name? Mr. Research said that her husband kept her aloft. He came in her life. She was behind while living with Clive Davis.
What do you what?
Oh, that sounds.
Who is this
I thought it
pertaining
was
to?
a
Oh, I
flirt.
think they must be going back to Mary J. Blige.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
you're talking about. Mary J.
yeah.
Blige. Okay.
I'm
All right.
thinking that. I'm assuming that. Okay.
Okay. Nicole says that no, but there are basic things a man should do. Okay, I'm done talking about men.
Yeah, right.
Wait a minute, Nicole. What do you mean?
Yeah.
See, she's
Okay, and you know, and to be fair, if there's some things that men should do, what are some things that women should do? That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not just y'all. It's not one-sided.
Right.
Yeah, we just sticking to this topic tonight. This is,
See, I'm
just
just
trying
trying
to-
to say
There's
Well,
no
let
way
me
we're
ask
going to
this.
be able to talk about women and it's not going to be flipped towards the men. There's
Yes.
no
Oh,
possible way that can
But
ever
let me ask,
exist.
but let me ask this.
but
women.
but you know
Go ahead, Eric.
but you know why, right, fellas? It's hard for women to accept things that they don't see themselves doing. They think it's hard for them to accept. Matter of fact, some of them do see themselves, but they can't accept it. That's a bacteria or something harmful in a relationship, but they be like, oh well, that's me, that's just how I am. I'm a woman, deal with it. Well, no, sometimes you need to see yourself, and sometimes seeing yourself is men like this letting you know what may be happening. Very few
exactly.
women you say, you know what, y'all right, man, y'all right. We do need to, back up a little bit. We do need to calm down a little bit. Very
Yeah, I
few
mean,
women would do that.
Right. But we're pretty much just having this conversation so we can be open on both
Right.
sides.
Right.
Because
Exactly.
men, be honest with you, I think most men, we want to do things for you.
Right. Oh,
But
I do.
sometimes
I
your
do.
expectations can be a bit much. That's what we're saying. Your expectations can be a bit much. So we're trying to understand, do you ever think that women expectations are too much? And I would love to hear from the women. Do you remember a time that you I was expecting too much from him?
And you know what, to add to that too, in society, women don't understand how hard it is for black men, period. What we have to go through, you have the Black Lives Matter, and that all stem from, black men. And so it's just really hard. Then we come home, or we try to deal with another female we want to have a relationship with, it's like then they're gonna try to put more on you, and sometimes you don't know what to be, because you do this, no, you're supposed to do this, you don't supposed to do that. It's a lot. Women don't really understand. It's a lot that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Y'all have no idea.
And then when we don't do one of those 100,000 things that you say we didn't do, now we are less than a man. But why is that, ladies? Why? Just because we didn't do one of the things. It's okay. It's okay if you didn't get everything, if we didn't check off everything. Our goal is to, just for you to love me the way that I am. You can't change a man, but you can. But when you show kindness and love and politeness and things of that nature, the man will want to fulfill every last one of them things, even if it meant giving up and sacrificing some things in his own, agenda to please you. But when you start having the fool,
she said, "What type of women are y'all choosing?"
Well,
99.9.
What is that? Is that Naya? Is that how it's pronounced?
It's Naya.
Naya?
Yeah.
But on the real, y'all, it's like just like business.
Choose none of them.
Things go well when everybody's happy. That's just it's a natural thing. So if you want us to make you happy, you have to make us happy. It's a circle. Right. And that's just how it works. It's not one-sided. If you want to get the best out of us, give us the best.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. And I'm gonna share something with you, Rick. My mom and my husband, I applaud them, because my mom and her husband, I hope she don't mind me talking about it. She probably
Hey, Mr. Lang.
Back room. She told me to tell you hi as well.
She knew I was like little.
They had one argument from what they told me, and they both agreed to nip it in the bud, to never downplay one another, but always respect one another. You can disagree about something, but you don't have to, bash a person, things of that nature. And they said their relationship has been flawless ever since. He's no longer with us, but their relationship has been flawless because they was able to, love one another unconditionally, regardless of what happens on the outside. And they let nobody come in between them. They didn't go to this person and say, "Oh, my husband did this," or "My wife
That's
did
my
this."
favorite word right there, Zaddy.
They kept it. They
Zaddy
kept it.
anytime.
Say again, Jim.
No, I was just saying that she done said Zaddy. I love being called that.
Wait, and from the chat said that let's move gender out of the conversation first and foremost to expand the conversation without turning into a versus. Well, to be honest with you, Ann, these are things we're supposed to be talking about. We need to talk about these things. Some things just can't be avoided.
Right. We do. We're definitely going to get to that.
Bro, I told you it's going to be a non-stop.
And here's the deal.
We can't say
This is what we're talking about. This is what we're
when it
talking
gets too
about.
hot, see what it is. It gets too hot in the kitchen for them. When it gets too hot, when the collar get a little
the
heated.
code is real, brother.
That's right. That's right. We supposed to listen to y'all.
We can't
Y'all
do
need to
it,
listen to us.
or it's gonna be some shit.
Well, here's the thing.
All right.
Here's the thing. To me, like she was just saying, sometimes you can remove the gender, and do this, that, and the other. But this time is not one of those times to do that, because we really need to look at the fact of expectations. Sometimes these y'all are really talking about small expectations. I'm looking at the bigger picture. There's some women out here that are turning down some good men because he making $40,000 a year. Dog, that ain't enough money for me. But you ain't got a man.
Yeah, he trash because he's not making.
He trash because he's making $40,000.
Forget how he treats you.
Well, no. First of all, they're not even gonna give him a chance to treat him any kind of way, because there are some women that will not even look at the fact of dating that guy or getting to know him because he can't give her the lifestyle that she expects to have. So that's what I'm looking at, that bigger picture. I see a lot of women that are by themselves that are great women, and you got your education, you got your degree, and you went and got a job, and now you're making 50, 60, 70,000 a year. But the guy over here may have a degree or not.
Right.
But he ain't got a lot of bills.
Yeah.
So he's got that money to do certain things, but you don't even look at him because you're expecting your man to take care of all the bills. Yeah. You're expecting him to take care of your car. You're expecting him to have this in the bank account. and have no kids, 6'2", and hanging for 2 hours to go. Come on now. This expectation y'all looking for is too much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Let's read what Vivian put. Vivian said, "My husband gives me breakfast in bed without asking, massages, and he communicates well. If you are doing your best, I'm not going to complain about the small stuff he does, so I keep my mouth shut. And I'm always thinking of ways to put a smile on his face. He doesn't make a lot. He isn't the best dressed. He didn't drive a fancy car, but he blows my mind." And that's good. That's good. That's
See,
good.
Vivian, what you just said.
That's what you do like this.
Right.
Damn.
Vivian, what you just said is a man's dream. What you just said is a man's dream. It doesn't matter how much. If I can make $150,000 a year, but I still get treated a certain way at home, I hate it. But when you have a woman and a lot of women need to look at this. If you can treat your man a certain way, he may not treat you well. I'm just saying, he may not for whatever reason. But if you continue to treat him the way you're supposed to treat him, you hope that he's going to change into what you need. You're going to hope he does. But if not, you take everything that you've learned to treat him and give it to someone else if it doesn't work out. But you can't come into it talking about, I ain't doing all that for no man, not till he get married. Well, you're not showing him that you marriage material.
Yeah,
exactly.
If it don't fit, don't force it.
If it don't fit, don't force it. But you can't throw it. You can't keep throwing that man under the bus. You can't keep throwing him under the bus. That he's the problem when you've had 5 guys that you've dated and they all end up the same way. The common denominator is you.
Is you, right? Yeah. And you know what? Going about what Ann was just saying about the gender thing. One thing I learned about growing up is I learned how to really point the finger at myself and just say, you know what, I could have did better than that. And when you do that, you really start to grow. I hate whenever you get a conversation with the opposite sex and then they come back with, but y'all. That's when it's like, you know what? To me, it's like you can't take it. We have faults as men, and so do women. Nobody's perfect, but we're just trying to work on it. We're growing every day, and some people grow, adapt, and become, more mature, become a better man and a better woman. Some people stay in that same route. They just still doing the same thing, having the same mindset, and they don't grow.
Right. I get it.
I do believe we can. If you look back at the question, you said, "Do men think that women expectations are too extreme?" I think we can handle extreme. If you take out the 2, we probably can handle that, but it seems as though sometimes it's really overrated. And that's women lists are like this. Can y'all see my hand?
No, can't see it.
Women lists are like this.
We're very simple.
Very simple.
We are very simple.
And that's what love is. And love is very simple. God created the love that is simple. He said, love one another. It's not like you had to go out and work for it. He said, love others the way that I love you. And if you don't think God loves you, then maybe we're not talking to you.
Eric,
maybe we're not talking.
Look, I'm always jumping in because I'm definitely a man of God. I'm with you.
Oh yeah.
A lot of these people out here are not.
True.
And they use the word and they say that until it applies to them.
Right.
And so that's why I'm always pushing back on that, because I love the way that you bring it and you wrap it all in.
Right.
But I'm looking at how people, they say one thing and they do something different. And that's probably part of the reason why they're having the problems they're having in relationships. Because there are times I may get upset and mad about something, but because of my Christian belief, it'll make me close my mouth for a second. Now, I'm not saying I'm still not upset about it. And then when those expectations start to be too much, I'm like, look, okay, they're starting to be too much. So like you said, we're supposed to love one another, but people don't even get to that level. They're just looking at, I met this person, we're dating, we only been on 2 dates, and I'm a little upset and mad because he didn't take me to a $200 restaurant and he just wanted to take me over here. Or, the small stuff. They don't even get past the big stuff. They don't even get to the big stuff.
You know what? I heard Miles Monroe say one time that women nowadays expect stuff like $5,000, let's say a $5,000 ring in the very beginning, right? Something really large. He said that you want things that people been in marriage for 25 years should be getting. If I get you a $5,000 ring first day, what am I going to get you in 10 years?
Right.
What am I gonna get you in 15 years?
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, to spend that much money on a ring?
But
Especially
that's the thing.
if you have it, you have it. But when you got to make payments or something like that, and you might have something lacking in the house, good furniture, whatever, it's ridiculous.
But see,
But
you gotta
that's
look
the
at
thing.
this.
It becomes
Go ahead,
a
Eric.
material thing. It becomes materialistic, and they expecting so much to be given versus the person who is given.
Well,
They
I mean,
expect
Eric,
so
you're
much
exactly
to be
right.
Mhm.
But people
Not
don't
too
wait that long. You're right, Eric. You're absolutely right, and that's the way it's supposed to be. But society, I mean, when you got Instagram and Facebook, and you got Housewives of Atlanta and TC and Tennessee, and they show these women with these high dollar clothes and shoes and cars and all that stuff. Everybody else, even if they can't afford it, they still want that,
Yeah.
and they're looking for somebody to give them that. So they're not even, like you said, when something's lacking as a man, I want to give you that stuff. But it makes no sense to get all that when we don't have 10,000 in the bank or 15,000 sitting in the bank. It don't make sense to go buy
No.
this, that, and the other when I'm looking at it from that standpoint. I don't care about the shoes that you're wearing, you know, so you can impress somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, but that's
Like
how
Sheena-
men see it.
Like
And
Sheena
not all
said,
women are that way.
Sheena said,
What Sheena
said that's not reality, it's fake. And that's what it is. Women is trying to fake like they got it all. Matter of fact, how many women go and take their ring to a shop to see how much it's worth?
But see, here's the thing. If they
really, if they care about so much or how much a ring costs, I bet none of them hardly ever go and see and get it appraised to see how much the ring is worth.
Well, let's talk about the ring for a second.
they taking that ring, Eric. These women are taking these rings to see. They ain't gonna tell you. They taking these rings to go see what they worth.
They were so what they for sale now?
No. But sometimes
I know that. Well, what I'm saying, that's
Oh.
really, you know, just what you're looking at. If they say worth, it meaning that it's still connected to a dollar or an
Right.
amount.
Right.
And
Right.
you know, when it comes to a worth, it should be value as far as who you are. What do when people say what you bring to the table? I hate when people say that it's always associated with money. I want to know what you bring to the table for as a person. Who are you? Because if you take money out of the equation, I remember Jada Pinkett Smith said it one time that you put her and Will on the island and you take all the money and stuff away. What do they have?
Yeah.
And it has to be love, man. At the end of the day, this little bit glamour stuff like that, you realize that it's just that's not what true happiness is. You have happiness for the moment, but where real memories are created is from good times. You really remember
good,
situations and events.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
good,
I do
Shanique.
too.
She said my ex purchased my ring for less than $1,000 and I loved it. And that's good because I'm quite sure it's not so much about the ring because the ring is just a symbolism.
It's a symbol,
of love.
Right.
It's just a
Right.
symbol. It's like no, this doesn't have any. It don't hold no value.
Right.
The man and the woman are the ones that hold value when we appreciate one another. And that's why when you appreciate one another, you can create intimacy without having intimacy. I mean, it's just so much love that can be, exchanged between two people when they are on the same page, when they cut out everybody who on the outside. Just my uncle said something today. He said, if you just give up everything that you got, are you worth on anything? Do you have anything on the inside that you're worth? And if some people can't say it, I need this, or I need my eyelash, I need my 3 feet eyelashes, or I need my bling bling, or I need my fancy car, or my red bottoms, or this and that. If you saying you're nothing without that, then come on now. I guess you need to find the person who can, appreciate you for who you are, because I guess that's what the world's about. Find who likes you for who you are. And that's what most women has to understand. Appreciate men for where they are.
Where they are. I got it, y'all. What pisses me off, if another person send me another... Listen. I got to get out of a chest now because it's on my mind. If another person send me another message talking about send me your cash app, I'm going to shoot somebody.
Look, that mess gets me. I can't stand it either.
What's your cash app? Really? I said block. Okay, back to the conversation.
But no, I mean, look, I understand what Eric's saying. I'm with you. But I think right now in the society that we're in, a lot of people, men and women alike, because now, and we said we were going to stick with the women, but men, we're the same. Some of us are the same way. If you sitting around here driving a Lexus, BMW, and Mercedes 2020 or whatever, making payments on it, can barely make it, and you going to the club or different places to show off and pick somebody up, you're doing too much.
Doing too much.
Because your expectation is, because I'm driving this, that you can find somebody that you can hang with. And to me, that's just too much too. So women's expectations are too much, and men, sometimes we do too much.
I gotta say this too, man. Women, y'all got one thing you gotta understand. Just because a guy got money, don't mean he's a good dude. And sometimes the money is a trap. Just like women have short dresses on to trap men, men have money to trap women. So there are men. I remember listening to this lady. She's married to a preacher now, but she said she used to fly to see ballers, basketball players, but she quickly learned that he was a F-boy because she was just 1 out of 10.
Right.
She said he treated her nice. He had a nice big house, the Lamborghini, all this stuff, but she was searching for something real, and he wasn't. So if you allow stuff like that to get you, it can also be a trap. That happiness is not found there.
Well, that's what's happening now, is a lot of people are finding that when they're 20, 25, 30, that they're getting flown different places, they get to see different things, and they're waiting for that one guy that they're going to be able to find, that one, to take care of them or want to be married to them.
I agree with you, Ann.
But then after a while, they realize that now they're in their 40s, and that stuff wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
But they still expect to find that one dude that's got all that.
But if you fast forward, if God's willing, fast forward when you're in your 70s, 80s, 90s, what is it going to be like when you have none of that stuff that you had, that you wanted in the beginning? Are you still are you still gonna be trying to wear your bling bling or trying to have all these things? I mean, where's the true love? Because the true love starts now for you to remain together, through all things, small, large, whatever case may be. What's going to happen when you no longer have the body that you have, or no longer have the looks that you have, or the money or whatever, and you want to retire, and he's no longer making all this money or whatever case may be?
They're not thinking about that, because it's a known fact. A lot of women, I mean, men too now, but I mean, I'm not going off of just my thoughts. I've been reading about certain things, and certain people do not think past 5 years. They're not thinking about, I'm 25, I'm 30 now. In 5 years, I'm gonna be 35, but I'm not really dating anybody seriously. So then when I do date somebody seriously, then I'm 37, because we're dating for 2 years before they get married. But see, that doesn't work for everybody.
You know what people ought to do? I love to see an old couple that's been together for 40, 50 years, and they know the formula, and so that's who we should be studying, who we should be asking, because marriage is not really the word marriage that makes it so hard. It's about the relationship, and two people put into the relationship, but there's a give and take and there's a compromise. And why I like to be in a relationship that says stuff like, yeah, you can have your way this time, but next time maybe my way. And the best part about relationship is compromise. If both people can compromise, everything becomes a lot easier. It's not about one side.
That's what relationship is all about. Relationship has compromise in it. You can't have a relationship without compromise, without sacrificing, without saying, you know what, baby, let's do things your way. Or you know what, baby, you are the head of the house. Or you ain't got to say the head of the house. Baby, I got you no matter what. I support you. I'm there for you. And the man be like, yeah, baby, thank you. And I got you too, boo. It's about that relationship. And it does come with compromise and sacrifices.
I'm just looking at y'all like this, because what we were talking about, the women cannot even get to that point.
Right.
And the way it's set up right now. I mean, Eric, what you're saying is what the end goal is, but I'm trying to be straightforward and hit it straight in the face, because men, we can do some stupid stuff.
Yeah, you're right.
Me and
Man,
We mess up. We
Man.
mess up a lot, to be honest.
You know, we mess up
Yeah.
a whole lot.
Yeah.
But we were talking about the expectations sometimes cause people to do some stupid stuff. Not in the relationship, just when they're dating. And I wanted to come right back full circle to what Eric is saying, that it's about love, it's about relationship. But right now, from what I'm seeing a lot of people that cannot even get to first base as far as past the first date or two.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't do what that couple that you mentioned that's been together 34 years.
Yeah.
And we think they got the formula, they do. But if we really sit down with them, and Miss Ann and Mr. Johnny, and Miss Ann tell you the truth. Well, baby, now we've been married 40 years. Now John got a son over here that's 26, and he got a daughter over here that's 19. He has messed up a whole lot, but we stuck it together. He got himself together, and we grew from that. I'm not giving him an excuse, but mistakes are made sometimes.
We got to learn have to have that agape love. That's what God has for us. Regardless, He loves us anyway, and that's the problem why we struggle so much. But check this out, guys. We're at the end of the show. This is good. We probably have to do a part 2. Jim, you got things to say before we leave?
Jimmy like, nope. No. Because I knew when Jimmy tuned out, he was like, okay.
Yeah, I thought we was,
I know what the subject. See, we kept
going back to simping for the men. No, we ain't doing that shit, man. We was talking about the woman. We was talking about the expectation. And we kept bringing it back to what the men do. See, that's the whole manipulation of the bullshit. That's why I tuned out, because it kept going, well, men are doing this. No, we was talking about the women and the expectation, and we went all over that. Now we're talking about men. Now I'm all set.
There you go.
Yeah. And ladies, don't worry. We got a ladies show. Meet it in the ladies' room, so you guys get the chance to have your part. But it's about both of us, you guys. It's about everybody. It's about love. Man. And you can't use finances to determine what kind of job he got, if how he's going to love you.
And I'm with you, Nicole. I understand.
Man who has a baby on me, I don't think that acceptable and honorable in a marriage. You know what, Nicole? I can't say anything at all, because that's already on that person. Whether they decide to do it, there's no right or wrong. And technically, that is grounds for divorce in the Bible.
I mean, that's what I said, Nicole. Hey, I'm totally with you if that's how you feel. Because I think when you start giving that open door of like, well, I might be all right. Well, no. Next time.
You see, we'll never be able to.
How can a man do better for a man? You know what? No, that is a good topic, though. We'll do that next time. We have man conversation every other week.
But we're going to have to finish this one because we got off subject.
Yeah, we couldn't even stick to the expectation of a female. We couldn't do it. Why? Because of manipulation in the chat room. Everybody went to simp out for the goddamn females. There was expectation of a female. And we went way off topic for the men, going against the men. This is bullshit. It happens every single time. That's why I tuned out. There's no more discussion, because we're not discussing what we're here to talk about.
Well, I don't simp out for nobody. At the end of the day, it's still about everybody.
I think we got back on topic. I mean, I know we got off a little bit, just to address some of the things that the women was talking. But I think we got back on topic to start talking about.
We'll grab it next time. We're gonna stick to it. That's what the show's about.
Yeah. Plus, we just have a conversation Jimmy. Anyway. Jimmy.
I need you to,
Jimmy. Miss Ann said, cut it out.
Yeah. Don't give them what they want, Jimmy.
All right. We're out.
Yeah. All right, you guys. We're at the end of the show, and we thank you for tuning in every other week. Man Cave Conversation, ladies, meeting in the ladies' room. But next week we'll be back to the normal Vevel Room format. And until then, you guys, here's the love. Real men, real conversation. And I'll see you guys next week.
No doubt.
Love you guys. Thank you all for chiming in. Thank you for your comments. And happy birthday again, Houston.
Appreciate it.